What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it if you're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you heard the term here first and the phrase, juggernaut real, juggernaut dangerous. And this person in this video I'm talking about today is no different than what I've talked about for a while now. This woman right up here, her name is Vivian Harrell. Species name, Juggernautus infantiformis. It ain't no maybe. She will hurt a baby. This story right here comes out of Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out New Jerusalem. This woman's 37 years old. This woman's accused of and arrested for harming an 8-week-old baby. And what she did to this child is horrifying. You guys go ahead and take a look at this, and we'll come back and do what we do.
Tonight, this New Jersey woman is facing charges for a disturbing crime. She's accused of abusing a newborn. Police learned of the alleged abuse through video shared on social media. It is Wednesday night, and the big story on Action News is Trenton police finding and arresting that woman who's accused of abusing an 8-week-old. It was concerned citizens that alerted investigators, and now police are trying to determine her relationship with the child. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin is in our satellite center with the details tonight. Caroline.
Well, Rick, Trenton police tell us that multiple people reached out to them after a video of this alleged incident circulated on social media. And tonight, police are investigating these disturbing allegations. Tonight, 37-year-old Vivian Harrell is facing charges, accused of harming a child. Trenton police say they were tipped off after being made aware of a disturbing video being shared on social media. In the video, they say Harrell covers an infant's face, possibly blocking their airway. They also say Harrell can be heard speaking in vulgar, derogatory language while pushing the child's head. Police say that child is just 8 weeks old. After gathering information, Harrell was taken into custody. She is now being charged with aggravated assault and endangering the welfare of a child. And Trenton police tell us tonight that the Department of Children and Families is helping with this investigation. I did reach out to that agency for comment on the situation, and I am still waiting to hear back. Live in the Satellite Center, I'm Caroline Goggin, Channel 6, Action News.
Have it, the story of what's going on with Miss Vivian Harrell, 37 years old. Now, they haven't specified if this child is hers or not, but this is an 8-week-old infant, a 2-month-old baby, guys. Ain't been on the ground, touched ground on the earth. 2 months, already subject to abuse. No motherly instinct. We don't know if this kid is hers or not, but either way, at what point in society is it cool or justifiable to hurt someone that can't even defend themselves from the onslaught that you inflict on them? Says she put a rag over the baby's face, possibly obstructing the baby's airway. Cursed obscenities at the baby. Mush the baby's head. Cruel. How cruel can you be? You're a woman. I told you. Lose women, lose society. We start to see more and more violence by women out here, and they almost as sick and sadistic as the men. Some of them rivalry. Seriously, some of this rivalry. I'm telling you right now. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. A lot of the violence that you see in the black community starts at birth. Introduced to violence by being inflicted on them. How many of y'all ever been in a store, in the hood, or just anywhere and see somebody beat the shit out of their kid? Where you're like, damn, you hit that kid a little too hard. Or snatch the hell out of the kid so hard you think the baby arm gonna come off. People are wild. Look at her face. Typical thing. This is why I say, why am I not surprised hearing this type of stuff? Why are we not surprised? Look at her face. That's a mugshot. Don't have no worry or nothing. Sitting up there like, fuck it. Craziness. Extreme crimes need extreme punishments. I've been saying that for the longest time. What if this child is not even hers and she did that? Because we see stories out here a lot of times, guys, where, you know, There are people that do stuff to kids that's not even theirs, whether it's a babysitter, somebody at a daycare, so on and so forth. It's like people don't care about the preciousness of a child and what they represent in the future for any of us. Seriously, it hurts my heart to do stories day after day about children that are either mentally messed up from something that happened to them or beat so bad that they don't survive. We are destroying our potential, a lot of unknown potential for future generations to come. Just because our lives are messed up or we feel as though we hadn't got a fair shake in life or we was treated bad when we was done, don't mean we got to do that to somebody else and it deemed normal. You know, a lot of times when you was younger and you say, oh, when I have kids, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Nowadays, it's like, oh, I can't, after something happened to somebody, it's like, oh, I can't wait to do this to my kids. Like, what? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Seriously. Beat the baby up. I mean, do something disrespectful to the baby. Put it on social media. Got to do that. Got to show up for the gram. And people were passing this video around. I can't even watch stuff like that. Luckily, somebody was smart enough to send it to the police. But what type of person are you that you sit there and you videotape yourself abusing a child? That baby 8 weeks old probably can't even roll over. You put something on his face that if you had walked away, something simple as putting a rag on his face, he couldn't even take it off, or she couldn't even take it off. That could have been a death sentence. That shows you the fragility of an infant human being, someone that's entrusted in, whether they want to or not, into somebody older that, either birthed the child or is in charge of watching the child. You're all they got to depend on, and you do this? Seriously, what type of heart does a person have to do something like that? A healthy child, but you're doing unhealthy things and jeopardizing the life of a baby. Just his only crime or her only crime is just being born. I think about that type of stuff when I do these videos. There are people out here right now that don't give a damn about nobody, including themselves, and they will take it out on anything or anybody that's in their way to get their stress relief out. There are other ways of relieving stress. There are. Who puts stuff like this on the internet and then gets mad? They get mad when people want to label you or say things about what you did. No accountability. Look at her face. She's sitting up there like she mad she got to take this picture. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. People like this shouldn't be around children or other people. I would put people in, if taking people out is too extreme, I would put people in complete isolation, because obviously being around another human being as innocent as a baby is dangerous. So if you can't get along with things and people that look like you, find solace in being by yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.